Right, guys, we want to welcome you to the inaugural episode of the Mountain Dew Review. Today we have, by lucky lottery actually, I've got Gavin Neal, aka No Name Sensei, and he has a couple just dropped a new single. He has a couple shows coming up that we're going to talk about, and we're just going to sit here and bullshit a little bit, learn a little bit about Gavin, pick his brain, see what he has to say. So let's just dig in.
Really?
So, one of my first questions, obviously, everybody's going to ask you this. What made you get into music? Writing songs?
Well, I mean, as a kid, I used to write short stories and shit. You know what I'm saying? I always did good on them in class. So. Basically, I never really thought about writing music until I met my buddy Edward Ego 11. You may or may not have heard of him. Super dope guy. Shout out to him.
You got a couple tracks with him, I know.
Yeah. If it wasn't for him, he moved over here and when I was in high school, and he was rapping and shit, So I mean, he moved away, he came back, and then I started writing some music. I wrote to the Pound Cake instrumental for Drake. Fire, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Probably trash bars though, you know what I'm saying? But I liked it. I spit it for Edwin, and he was like, "Yo, this is really dope," you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, "Fuck, dude, let's keep it going," Then I just started doing it a little bit more and recording. I recorded at Tojo's, for the first few times. Really, I just recorded Tojo's, and I dropped a couple songs, kept going, and that's where we're at now. I've leveled up a bit, penmanship wise, and I found out like my niche and what I want to do.
And that's one thing I've noticed, as if you go through on YouTube on Nice Enough, based off the dates.
Shout out Nice Enough.
Definitely shout out to Nice Enough. If you go through the dates on your videos, you could progressively see how much better you get, just lyrical wise, writing wise, and it's really interesting because you're definitely one of the local guys that have been getting better and have been leveling up their skill, and it's definitely a pleasure to go and watch you. Like, we got a couple shows coming up, and so we'll get to those. With doing music, what is your main goal out of it? What's something you want to achieve with your music? You want to be successful, change people's lives, have fun?
If my words can help somebody better themselves, that's a win for me. But I mean, overall, I just want to give back to the people that support me. You know what I'm saying? Give back to the people that are around me every day and that know me and that care for me. As much as I care for them. Goonie Gang, my family. You know what I'm saying? I just want to, I want to show people that shit's possible if you just work at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm late to the music game. You know what I'm saying? I just started. Really. I mean, I've been making music for 4 years? I think 4 years, and I'm already where I'm at. I'm not saying it's like fucking, I'm up there or nothing, but progression-wise, and if you look at a lot of other people, you know what I'm saying, been doing it for years, and you know what I'm saying.
And some of them sound exactly the same as their first album.
Exactly. There's no, they think they find their sound, and then that's it.
And there's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes as an artist, if you don't grow a little, you kind of become stagnant.
Well, I mean, all about being an artist and creating music is all about finding a new sound, or finding something that works, finding something that you like, and that other people are gonna like, and you know what I'm saying. So that's where I'm at with it. I just like to create sounds and work my voice. Really, I don't produce. That's Tojo's job over there. He's a great producer. Check him out, Tony Joe. He uploads beats just about every day on YouTube. Tony Joe Beats, yeah? Or what's
it's just Tony
It's
Joe.
just Tony Joe. Tony Space Joe.
Check it out on YouTube.
Fire, man. It's fire.
Get your guys self some beats. So, obviously you just started few years back.
Right.
So what was it like growing up? Where'd you go to school at? Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Council Bluffs, man. So, love crackheads. Yeah, it's great. Went to LC. It's a pretty uppity school, but I mean, I wasn't uppity. You know, I didn't grow up with money. You know, my mom was on Section A. You know, my mom, you know, did dope. You know, smoked whatever. So. You know, so, you know, I didn't have that much money, so going to school with people with money, you know what I'm saying, it kind of made me feel small versus, but my personality ain't like that, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm a friendly guy. I was friends with a lot of people that weren't, like, in the same, you know, fun class or, you know, whatever as me, so, you know, we were, up until high school, when you hit high school, that's when you realize, like, the difference in, you know, income status, you know what I'm saying?
Where it becomes a little more prevalent.
Yeah, you realize it a little bit different. I felt it a little bit different. People are wearing different shit, newer shit. I'm wearing, you know, fucking whatever I can
Hand me down. Used clothes. Totally
yes,
understand.
I mean, but most of it though, you know, grunge, punk rock look, you know what I'm saying? That's
right. Sometimes you just gotta rock what you got and be proud of it.
Yeah, so, I mean, I went to LC, like I said, you know, it was a good school, good people.
So you come from the same hometown as the OG Godfathers, Surreal and Lucas.
Yeah.
That's
dope.
dope.
Shout out Surreal. He'll be at the show on Monday, DJing my set.
Yeah, we
Surreal
and Rowdy Jesus are gonna DJ my sister's birthday bash, which is
really?
being presented by Nappy Face Entertainment and the Mountain Dew Review, October 9th. My sister's 40th birthday.
Right on.
Spoiling my big sister. So, now here's the time where we're gonna come up to your up and coming projects.
Upcoming projects. Okay.
Shows, music, dropping a CD anytime soon.
Okay.
You gonna finally give me a shirt?
Merch, yeah, I need to get on that.
You merchless bastard.
I apologize about that. I need to get on it.
But you know, it says a lot though when you do have a following with no merch. That means your music's doing something.
Well,
You're not just a brand yet. You're an artist.
Yeah.
Now you gotta make yourself a brand.
Yeah, you're right. I enjoy making music. You know, we've got some merch shit in the works. Me and Doug.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, that looked fire on the show. I was just talking to Tojo.
I'd buy this shirt, maybe 2 of them, make me and the wife match.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I like that logo, man. Doug made that for me, and
shout out to
Doug
Merch by Marcus for printing these off first thing this morning for me.
Yeah,
last minute appreciate it.
Clutch. And it looks good too, man. It looks super good. It's smooth. It's nice little paper.
Yeah.
And the design came out nice, pixelated and shit. Definitely hit him up for that shit. Holy fuck.
Marcus does amazing work. He designed my logo and he does amazing work. Does all my stickers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right on. Yeah, I know he does stickers. I need to hit him up.
This is his hat. He makes hats.
Oh yeah, I actually got to catch him live with Jay Crumb at the Slowdown.
Oh, nice.
Dude, it was awesome.
Yeah, first time I seen him perform was King ISO with Jay Influential. 420 show.
Yeah, that was this year.
Yep, that was a really good show.
I think I missed that.
Just a hell of a show.
I know.
So, up and coming projects.
Upcoming projects. So, I mean, we got a show tomorrow. Whenever this, goes live, I'm not sure, but Monday, August 30th, I believe.
Yep.
I'll be opening. It's a free show at the Waiting Room.
Waiting Room.
I think it's Midwest Elite Promotion.
Yep.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be dope.
8 o'clock start time.
Yeah, they said my set can be up to 45 minutes long. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, they do 3 guys a night.
Yep.
And everybody gets 45 minutes, bro.
Yep. Well, I'm not doing 45 minutes, but
I've been to the first 2.
Have you been?
Yep.
I miss Mumbles.
It's an awesome thing because I'll give it to them. It's such a mixed genre. There was some alternative band the first night, followed by a country band, followed by Mumbles, and Mumbles killed it for an entire welcome. CD. Played it in its entirety, and he just nailed it.
Yeah, I heard he killed it, man.
It was awesome. And then last Monday I missed the first act. I got there late, so I didn't get to see that, and I feel bad about it. But the second act was a singer-songwriter guy. Awesome voice. Can't remember his name. He was from out of town, but he nailed it. He did a really good job up there. He played guitar, just a bunch of different instruments. And then we had Guilty Pleasure, and Guilty Pleasure was a pleasure. I was stoked to see them. So I
heard that they split.
Yeah, but they played Monday night.
Did they?
They did,
so
and
awesome.
that.
No, they didn't split.
No,
Justin told me they split.
No, they're doing good. I bought a couple shirts off them at a free show.
Oh, my buddy out in Des Moines, I believe. He told me that they were at the mall, posted up there, and he met them there, selling merch, CDs, tickets to 4 Winds, shit
Yep.
like that. Yeah. Other than that, I haven't had the pleasure of meeting them yet.
They're pretty dope guys. They got their merch game on point.
Yeah.
Wink, wink. Just saying.
I'm working on it.
Selling merch helps you able to invest in beats.
Yeah.
Production.
Yeah. I know. I just haven't.
Sometimes you gotta spend a little money on yourself.
Oh, I know. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I got other shit going on. Personal life ordeal, other than music,
Totally understand. So you're doing 4 Winds too?
Yeah, 4 Winds on September 25th. Tickets are $20 a pop.
Yep.
You can hit me up for them. I'll have them at the show tomorrow. It's gonna be fucking gnarly. I can't exactly remember how many bands or artists that are on the bill.
There's definitely like 15, 20 of them.
Enough to fill the day.
Yeah, you got at least a good 8 hours of music.
You got 2 stages. You got the reverb and the waiting room going on. I don't think it's going to be going on at the same time. It'll be simultaneously, back to back.
Yeah, which will be nice.
Yeah, no break. It's gonna be great.
It's going to be a dope time. It's going to be in Benson, which is always a nice place to be.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love it.
End of September, so the weather will be awesome, and you're going to get wonderful guys like No Name Sensei on the bill.
Yes, sir.
And then we got Monday's show. You dropped a new single.
Yeah, I dropped a new song. It's called Foolish. I like it.
I love it.
I think it's a good song.
I ran the numbers up a bit.
I appreciate that. Other than that, I had in my mind that I was going to drop a project. It was going to be called Bipolar, and I changed my mind. I'm, bipolar. I decided, projects, they're important for sure. But I mean, if you look at it, a lot of people don't drop their freshman projects until they really have a buzz. And I don't feel like I'm at that level yet. So I want to wait until I want to wait. I want to keep dropping singles, and you know what I'm saying.
Keep them interested.
Keep them interested.
Give them enough to keep coming back, but not enough to get oversaturated.
Yeah, exactly.
Good marketing.
I think that when I say I'm going to make a project, I feel like that also adds a little bit more pressure, to create something great. Whereas I could just go about it by just creating some singles, and there's not as much pressure there to really create something.
It's kind of funny you go that way because interestingly enough, I'm a huge Weird Al fan. And Weird Al has officially announced he's no longer doing albums. He will only drop singles. And it's mainly because, for one, nobody buys music. I'm probably one of the odd men out that clearly I buy music and buy multiples of it, digital and physicals. But yeah, his whole point is he's just going to start dropping singles because then it'll stay super relevant.
Yep.
Because sometimes when he drops it, it's the song's a year or 2 old and the parody's outdated.
Yep.
So that's what and I thought that's kind of cool, like it's Weird Al, who cares, he keeps his hype up, gets you interested, and doesn't oversaturate. Your mentality about it is perfect, give you a little bit, a couple little teasers,
just keep running it
a couple
out.
mozzarella sticks and onion rings with maybe 1 chicken tender, but you gotta wait for that steak for a little bit.
Yes, sir.
And that's all right.
Yeah, that's
Because your mozzarella sticks are fire.
oh, they are good, man. They got a little bit of seasoning on there, you know, a little bit of I don't know, some parsley, some shit.
But some oregano.
Some oregano, yeah. Whatever the green shit is at the good restaurants, you know? They put them bitches on the mozzarella sticks. But yeah, I'm just trying to, you know, take it a little, not really easy, but, you know, I got other shit going on, you know what I'm
Totally.
saying? Personal life, you know, I got a kid on the way. We're moving into a house, you know. I work constantly.
You're clearly not the local artist that's more, I gotta miss my kid's first birthday to go
Hell
rap
no.
for two people
Hell no.
at, you know, Tequila
Absolutely not.
Garage.
Absolutely not. I would never, ever.
Like, I get it, you got 2 fans, but trust me, your family's always more important
Family's
than your
always
fans.
more important.
And if your fans can't understand that,
you know.
then they probably shouldn't be your fans.
Exactly. You know, family's super important. Man.
You know, King ISO dropped his tour for the birth of his kid.
I
He
seen
wasn't
that, and
missing
that,
it.
man, that
You know,
so
right
much
there
respect
gave me
to
mad
King
respect
ISO,
for
dude.
him.
So
Sure, you
much
had
respect.
50 people disappointed, but fuck them 50 people.
Oh yeah.
Why miss? I just paint for a living, and trust me, I don't miss my kid's stuff for nothing. And if I'm told you gotta,
Absolutely not.
nobody's gonna die if that ain't painting.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
nobody's
I
gonna
can do it
die if
tomorrow,
you don't show up
you
to
know.
that concert because you're being a family man.
Exactly.
You know, that's.
Well, I mean, my thing is I'll never, you know, get a date. You know, usually I'll know when I'm going to perform at least a month ahead. At least usually I'll know. I'll never get a date where it, you know, conflicts with, you know what I'm saying, something going on. That's
Yeah.
serious, you know, like yeah, family is everything. You know, on some Dom Toretto shit. You know, family's important, man. You know, I get to come home every night to them. I get, you know what I'm saying.
And your music actually tells that too.
Yeah.
And that's what's cool about your music is if people actually listen to it, not just play it,
Yeah.
you can tell you're a family man
Well,
and
I
that
mean-
you've made choices to be a better family man, which is nice.
Yeah.
And again, speaking of that, I can clearly tell some of your influences through your music, but for the guys that might not be too into music and understand where the subtle hints come from, what are your major influences on your music?
Oh, man, I don't even think about that, to be honest, dude. I mean, I guess you can hear similarities for me and, you know, MGK. I guess that's one big similarity, right? But I'm not, I mean, I like his new shit, but before I even really heard his new shit, I started making music that I made. I'm not trying to be like a...
No, that's
writer
just
or nothing,
kind of
you know,
a
but-
sound that you're like.
Yeah. I definitely, you know, he's killing it right now. I don't care
I
what
hear a
he
little
thought.
Mac Miller in you.
A little bit of Mac. I don't hear that either. Finch got Mac Miller in him.
Finch
for sure.
Wings was
Oh, dude.
phenomenal.
Oh man.
That was a
I
killer
love
album.
Finch, man. I got to. You know,
He'll be on here too sooner or later.
well, when I first met Finch, man, it was all love, dude. I met him. We did Loud and Benson, and we all went to a cookout, you know, before the show. I met Finch, and that's when I met Jay and Neves. And speaking of Neves, we got a song coming out. You know, that's gonna be dope. You know, I met them, and they were just so cool. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, you know, Finch pretty much, he's given me so much advice when it comes to, you know, just
In the scene, Finch is one of them dudes that are so solid
he really
that
is, man.
I don't think he has a bad bone in his body.
If he has, I haven't seen it. Yeah.
That's what I mean. I just see him treat every single person with the utmost absolute respect and like just happy to talk to him.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen him have a bad day. Like,
Not me either, man.
Which is, you know, and when we all have our bad days. We all have
Oh, yeah.
days we don't
Oh,
want to
yeah.
talk to people. But Travis, he's just one of them guys, just like you. I've never seen you have a bad day.
Oh, I got
You're-
a bad day.
Oh, I know, but you're always smiling at shows and, you know, just.
I'm always a little drunk too. I'm pretty drunk at these shows. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, and that's
my
not.
remedy to perform and do what I do.
That's not a bad thing. We need. I don't drink, so I hardly
I know.
spend money at the bars. So I feel bad about that because I only buy 2 Red Bulls, but I do tip. I do tip. But you know, that's one thing though I do encourage is spending money at the bar, because if we don't spend money at the bars, the venues won't book us.
Yeah, tip your waitress.
You know,
Or
and
not waitress, bartender.
yeah,
So
definitely
whatever.
tip the bartenders.
And the
Let that
waitresses.
bartender tell their boss how awesome that show was and how friendly we were to them and how cool we were. And
Okay.
these guys bought a lot of alcohol and they handled themselves. Don't be them guys that get drunk and get in fights at local rap shows. That's ridiculous. Like,
Yeah,
we're
that's
just
how
here
shit
to
gets
be,
shut down, man.
you know, that's how we don't get anything. The waiting room banned local music for a while because of stupid crap.
Yeah, and then
you
COVID
know.
hit, and then they're
Well, and now they're back on the jumping that ride train because fucking, I don't even want to get into that. Only reason I go to the waiting room is I'm supporting the people there, not
Yeah,
the waiting room.
let's not get into that. I mean, well, we can if you want to, you know. I mean, you know, Strawstone, you know, I'll follow Strawstone through hell.
He's getting it done though, because for a while there they said we couldn't do it. And,
Yeah.
you know, people like him are getting us in there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
That's,
Devin Ulrich's getting in there with Guilty Pleasure.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so
oh, yeah.
we're things are getting about. We got the Omaha Lounge, jazz clubs letting us do local hip hop and rap.
Oh yeah, the Omaha Lounge.
666 North 114th Street. That's becoming one of actually the cool venues. They got such
You said
comfy.
666. What?
Yeah, North 114th Street. It's a jazz club 'cause
Omaha Lounge?
they smoking that devil weed in the jazz club. It's funny.
666.
Scum just played there in a horrorcore show for 666. It
I
was
seen the flyer for that.
it was fun. I hosted my first event there.
Did
The
you?
first
oh,
show
yeah,
I
yeah, I
hosted
seen
was
that. That was
there.
the Juju was on that, right?
Yep, Juju the Mystic,
Yeah,
Two
me and Juju were way
Strikes,
back.
Phantom. I mean, there was a ton of people on that show. But yeah, Juju's doing my sister's birthday bash, which
Yeah,
is cool.
I seen the lineup there. It was Juju and Marcus Dupree. Right?
Marcus
And,
Dupree, Mike Beastie,
Smoke Break's on there.
Smoke Break.
Love Smoke Break, dude.
Smoke Break sucks.
I love it.
You know, they
Should
suck.
understand. Now, what drove you to get that chance?
So I love Mike and Morgan. They're some of my most favorite people in the world, and I wanted to get a Smoke Break tattoo. And I was thinking about it, and you can get them anywhere. And I'm like, these dudes are fucking hilarious. They like stupid humor. They're all about dick and fart jokes and shit.
Mhm.
And I'm like, what's gonna be the best thing to do? And I was like, you know, ain't nothing funnier than a dude with a tramp stamp. By the way, most painful tattoo I've ever got. I got this goddamn thing, didn't hurt. One on my butt, horrible. You women that get them flowers and the pretty shit, no wonder you give birth.
Oh shit!
Like that's I'd rather break my thumb again than do that.
Yeah, fuck.
Thumbs up.
So, did they remove it?
No, I gotta keep my thumb.
Oh man, I was out here like, hey Tony, don't look at the thumb, man.
He might be sensitive about the
Yeah,
thumb.
I mean, you can't play video games no more, man. I just...
No, they put four. Thankfully, they didn't even have to put plates because
Oh, that's
it broke
great,
off and it actually moved 50% over.
That's
So
great.
the left side of my thumb was in the middle of my thumb,
Fuck, dude.
and it turned. And so they weren't sure. They were waiting to find out nerve damage and everything.
And you said you were going 80 on the bike, right?
80 and
It's
a guy
blessing.
sideswiped me.
Blessing.
I picked it up
Blessing.
one-handed and rode it home with a detached thumb.
And that's punk rock. But you know the fact
That's
that...
adrenaline.
Oh yeah.
Like that.
Punk
That-
rock is adrenaline.
That was stupid. I should have let somebody come pick me up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, it's still a blessing, you know, because I could have gone.
Could have gone way worse.
completely different way.
Obviously, somebody wanted me here so I could do
Yes,
this
sir.
podcast.
Yes, sir.
That's the only reason I survived.
Yes, sir.
Nothing else.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
At least that's what I feel like. That's what I'm staying with.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not staying humble about it.
Yeah, but I'm a humble guy, alright?
I survived an 85-an-hour motorcycle crash.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably walk on water.
I think
you
I'm
know.
allowed to have a big head now.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I agree there.
So, I guess, what are some local influences you have? Like if you had, I mean, no competition, no hurt feelings
I don't
here,
look
guys.
at any of this shit as
Like
competition.
a top
because
5.
I love C10, dude. I love C10.
Toadstools is
he's
one of my favorite albums.
him as a person, him as an artist, dude.
And the motherfucker's taller than me, so it
Super
doesn't
tall.
make me feel uncomfortable. It's always nice when I have to look up to somebody.
Right. He's just such a good artist, man. The vibes that he creates is just, they're vibes. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Totally.
just, he just doesn't go in there and listen bars and call it good. You know what I'm saying? And I know that he, records himself. And, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I know he produces. I don't know how much of the, beats that he uses, that he creates. But I know that.
We'll find out when he's on here.
Oh yeah. He'll be on.
Writing that down.
I don't know how many he uses, but the vibes that he created are just. It's hard not to listen to all the way through his albums. You know what I'm saying? He's just like, he's really dope, man.
It's one of them albums that if you're definitely listening to on Spotify, you don't hit shuffle and let play, because it actually has a story to him.
Yeah.
You know, there's a concept to his albums, which is nice.
Well, when I first, joined up with Nice Enough, C10 was one of the first people I met, aside from Straw, of course. He's like, give me a hug, big ass motherfucker.
Detective C10, yeah, fucking.
Dude. Yeah.
Big bit thicker than me too, so he definitely makes me feel a little.
He's a big dude, man. He's a big dude. I wouldn't want to scuffle with him. I love him to death, man. He's such a cool guy. When I met him, I just knew he was so fucking awesome. And Jay too. Jay's also really dope. I don't really, Finch also, but I don't really look towards the scene for influence because I do completely different. I don't hear anybody that makes the same music as me in the scene. You know what I'm saying? I don't. And if there is somebody, point me in that direction. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I don't get any. I look up to some people, around the area. It's mainly, Straw. Straw's helped me so much, dude. Without Straw gets me on the stage, man. He's never he's done so much for me, man. With COVID hitting and everything, going around, there's artists that want to get on stage. You know what I'm saying? They've been waiting 2 years.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to be able to step on stage is a fucking blessing, right now.
If there's top 4 people that do the most for other artists in this town, Justin Strawstone, Sam Roca,
Dude,
Devin Ulrich, and Zach Surreal. Henny.
Love him. I still haven't really met Devin like that. I'm meeting him right now, but other than that, Zach, he's DJ'd a couple of my sets. The first time I did Waiting Room, dude, I was dropping the ball, man. I was fucking up, dude. Because, okay, so I performed twice before. It was, I did The Lookout. That was my first show. Me and Ego 11, we did it together. It was fucking awesome, dude. It was crazy. I mean, I was all on drugs and shit. So, that's what made it so lit, And then, we brought our crowd and they're fucking it up, I mean, you've seen my crowd, the people that I typically bring. They jump. They have fun. You know what I'm saying? That's what a show's all about. Stay having fucking fun, have fun,
If you're not feeling the music, don't be in the pit.
Exactly. And then, the second show we did was Loud. It was right when COVID. There was that little break that we got. Nice Enough got right there in between October and.
Yep.
I think it lasted a month. That little break. And we got on stage, and the weird thing about it is that everybody was sitting. Everybody was sitting masked up. It was fucking strange, dude.
Yeah, I did.
It fucked with me, And that show is what taught me how to be my own, be the energy. You know what I'm saying? Because before that, I looked at the crowd for energy.
Yeah.
Because my first show was The Lookout. It was so awesome. We opened for Cryptic. It was so awesome because the crowd was into it. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I got my energy from. But then we did the second show, and there wasn't too much energy being put out there because everybody's sitting. It's hard to, be energetic when you're sitting down, masked up. It's kind of hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I kind of fucked up there, but everybody else was having a good time. Everybody else in Good Gang was tearing it up, having a good time. I felt like I fucked up. People tell me differently, but my own mental's like, nah, you know. I
You're
fucked
your
up.
hardest critic.
Yeah, exactly. And then I did my first solo show at the waiting room. That was the first time I was on stage by myself. And with it being such a big stage, fucked me up pretty hard. Like I feel like I did all right, but it wasn't
Big
like,
difference between the lookout and
yeah,
waiting
the waiting room, dude, for sure. I mean, my first show, the lookout. The next thing you know, I'm on fucking waiting.
Because the waiting room's probably our biggest venue, and then after that it's Soulful.
I don't know, man.
Well, Slowdown's pretty big,
dude.
So I guess it's a toss-up between the two.
I'd love to.
I think Slowdown just seems a little bigger because they have an upper part.
Yeah, that part's so cool, man. I went up there, I seen Levi up there. I was like, man, come down here. You know who Levi is? Levi
Yep.
Price. I love that guy, dude. I fucking love that guy.
Yeah, I got to see a couple really good shows at Slowdown. I got to see Arrested Youth and then the Glorious Sons I seen there.
I've never.
They're a Canadian rock band. Amazing. Turns out their very first show outside of Canada was at the Slowdown,
Oh,
and they
shit.
were opening for somebody.
Right.
And this was their first headlining tour outside of Canada, and they purposely went back to the Slowdown.
Well, yeah, you got it.
So that's how good Omaha is, you know. Canadian bands wanted to make this their first stop for their,
That's what Omaha is, man.
you know, and
It's like
Slowdown's a
pure rock town.
good venue. So when people say there's, you know, just stop your stupid shit, get along, love everybody, and you'll see this town grow.
Man, I want to perform at Slowdown though. I see the stage is so cool. It's like so high up. And
Well, they actually
it's like
split it.
Slowdown.
So depending on
Oh,
how,
yeah, I see
because
that
they'll
in the
push
back.
it in the back,
Yeah.
and even when they set it up in the back, it's still really nice.
Is it? See, I didn't get to see it.
Like
but,
when,
yeah.
because the first time I came in, I was kind of disappointed because it was Arrested Youth, and I'm like, why is this set? Why am I not at that stage? Because actually, I lied. The very first time I went there, I got to see my daughter's rock band perform from a rock camp she went to, and that
Right
was
on.
awesome to see my daughter on that stage playing the keyboard, acting like
Proud
she's a
dad
rock
moment.
star. Oh,
Proud
total.
dad moment.
My retirement plan.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, that's my 401k.
I'm telling you, your kids are your best investment, bro.
I
Maybe
bet.
maybe I disappointed my parents, but that's all right. That's for them to worry about.
Right. You'll be laughing when I'm living in a real nice retirement home, huh?
And then so, I guess I got final two questions here, and then we'll wrap her up. What would be, if you could do, so I'm gonna put this as a two-part question, because obviously we focus on local artists here.
Yeah.
But if you had an opportunity to do a collab with anybody living or dead, any genre of music, who would it be?
Sheesh, bud.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna slam it to you and make you think a little hard and make you pick and choose between your favorites.
I've been here for a while. Man, I don't know, because I mean, to me, you know, the early side of my music, you know, comes from like Nirvana and shit like that. But I don't see how that. So, well, I guess I don't see anybody collabing with Kurt Cobain, do I? No, I don't. Ever. Fuck, dude. Next question. I don't really know, man. I don't have like a dream collab like that off the top of my head, you know. I don't. I'll tell you who I want to collab with.
So locally, who
Locally,
would you love to
Jake
collab
Crumb.
with?
Jake Crumb, man. I wanna
He's,
meet Jake Crumb.
He's amazing.
Amazing, dude. I love him. He's
He,
awesome. Such a great artist. Such a great person.
He
He's awesome.
knows how to market himself really well.
Yeah, he does. I noticed that.
I think a lot of local guys can learn from him.
Dude, I seen him live. And
I mean, there's guys that got their game on point in town,
Yeah.
but some of these other guys that, you know, if they just want to step back and secretly watch somebody do something, that's one of the guys to follow.
Oh, 100%. My bad.
You know, just
I
his
agree.
quality and content of his music, and just his merch game and his marketing game,
Everything.
and he understands you got to spend a little money
Yes, he does.
to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
That's, I think, is the biggest problem with some of our local talents,
Oh, yeah.
is they don't understand you have to invest in yourself. You know, you're gonna have to spend $50 on t-shirts
Oh, yeah.
to make $100.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know, and
I
if you're
agree.
not willing to do that, then don't expect, you know, like if you want a song to sound good, then you need to be with somebody that's gonna make it good.
Yes, sir.
You know, and either if you're lucky enough, you're friends with the people, or you're gonna have to pay for it.
Yeah.
You know, and you can't use free Fruity Loops. You know, you gotta pay for the paid version of it. You know, like quit using these free programs and sounding like everybody else, guys, because if you're rapping to the same beat 27 other motherfuckers are rapping to, you don't sound any different. Nobody cares about your lyrics half the time. The beat draws them to the lyrics, and if you're using the same beat everybody else is doing, don't Vanilla Ice them. Don't go da 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 da, okay? Because when that song comes on, you either think of Under Pressure. Sorry, but be different, guys. Put a little money in yourself.
Yeah. A little bit more time in it.
Little effort. Don't just think putting a fucking nylon sock over a microphone turns you into Eminem. Okay? It's not gonna happen.
Well,
And at that, we will conclude our interview. Make sure you come out tomorrow night.
tomorrow night at the waiting room. The show starts at 8. Doors are at 7. I am on at 8. Definitely pop through and come enjoy yourself. Get drunk and push each other around in the pit. That'd be fun.
And then we'll have 4 Wins coming up with Gavin.
Yes, sir.
And with this, I want to thank Gavin for joining the Mountain Dew review. And he is officially tramp stamp approved.
Right on. Hell yeah, buddy.
And that's for you to take home. A little souvenir.
Hell yeah, dude. Shout out Nice Enough. Shout out Goody Gang. Kanji Review. Fuck yeah, baby.
Peace. Signing